Hello everyone, this is Matthew Miller from the ZDNet Smartphones and Cell Phones blog. I don't think I did a video, but a couple weeks ago I took a look at the HTC One S and One X international versions, and now I'm happy to say we have the T-Mobile HTC One S, and you can see there's just this small little S up there in the superscript area, and this is going to be available on T-Mobile USA. And there's the traditional T-Mobile box here. You know, talking about some of the specs: 4.3-inch Super AMOLED QHD display, Snapdragon 1.5 GHz dual core, 16 gigabytes internal, f2.0 8 megapixel camera, 60 frames per second HD video recording, DLNA, HDMI out, Android ice cream sandwich with Sense 4.0 and Wi-Fi calling capability, and also the Beats audio stuff. So this is the US T-Mobile HTC One S, and as you can see on the back, this is the model with the kind of a gradient gray and then the blue camera lens surround, and that's the only model that's going to be offered on T-Mobile. The black with the red is not part of that offering. So, you know, there's been a lot of reviews and a lot of walk-arounds, and I kind of wrote up about the international versions. I didn't really want to go into too much of that. I mainly wanted to kind of compare this device versus something like, let me just get my Galaxy Nexus here. The Galaxy Nexus, which is an ice cream sandwich, the first ice cream sandwich phone. So there you can see the two side by side. 4.65 versus 4.3, I believe, screen. Yeah, and a narrower device on the One S. But a couple things that kind of stuck out for me with Sense 4 and ice cream sandwich on the One S that I wanted to point out. So first off is the multitasking. Okay, let's see if we can do a little side by side here on the video. So I don't know if I have much. Okay, so I do have a couple apps. So there's the multitasking on stock Android ICS over here on this side. I only have two apps open right now, and as you can see on the One S, HTC makes it kind of a cover flow type of recent apps. Okay, as you can see here, versus the standard ice cream sandwich is just up and down. You can slide there. Here you can lift up and throw out, kind of the same idea. But the nice thing is, as you can see at the bottom, you can also quickly access the Play Store. So for this, the multitasker, I give the bonus to HTC and their Sense. I like that much better. Now, if we look at widgets and things like that, well, I guess it's part of the home button, right? So see this button in the middle is the apps or manager or whatever. So we tap that on the Nexus, we tap it on the HTC. So on the Nexus you get a bunch of your list of apps, and then you can quickly jump up top to your widgets. There's a menu here, you can manage your apps, access the Play Store. And then over here on the One S, you'll see there's all your apps, and you can do frequent or downloaded. You can jump to the Play Store and also do a search. So the widgets is not part of it here on the One S, it's just the apps, as you can see. And then for widget management on the One S, it's really actually pretty cool. If I can remove, let me just clear some of those settings. So we tap and hold. And if we tap and hold on there, you'll see I have options for widgets, apps, and shortcuts. Okay, and then once we go to my widgets, you can see I might be able to see I have 32 pages of widgets. We can simply scroll through them, and then the nice thing is up here we have our 7 home panels, and you can slide and then choose which one you want to work on, and that's where you can just tap on a widget and will get added to that particular home screen. So you can kind of design your home screens with your widgets all there right in front of you. Whereas on the Galaxy Nexus and the stock ice cream sandwich, you have to tap a widget and then you drag it, and then you have to go around through the different panels you want until you drag it and find where you want to put it. Another thing you might notice ice cream sandwich versus the Sense 4 version and HTC's ice cream sandwich is in the folders. So here I have folders with multiple apps in them. On the Galaxy Nexus, they appear as kind of stacked app thumbnails there, whereas over here on the One S, you'll see there's tiles, right? So there's 4 shortcut tiles versus a stacked look. The stacked look is actually pretty attractive. It doesn't really tell you what the ones are behind it, because you just have to kind of know, whereas this one actually will show you what 4 icons actually apply to what you're looking for. Let's see. Another thing that I really like, it's nice that the Exchange is on the Galaxy Nexus, but in the HTC, with their Sense, that's one thing that I've always liked Sense, is the way they handle Exchange. And in particular, there's conversation view in Exchange, similar to Gmail, and also you can manage different tabs. So let's see if I go in. I want to show you, let me see what emails I have here. Make sure there's nothing proprietary I'm going to show you here. Let's see. Yeah, so we see something like that, and you can see there's I've customized what tabs I want to put on there, and you can simply do that by tapping the menu and then edit your tabs, and then you can drag and drop different tabs and what you want to use. And I like the conversation view as well. So Exchange is much more powerful on the One S. And then the One S is just gorgeous hardware. I mean, it's narrower, so it actually feels really good in the hand. And boy, that metal back and the camera, the Beats audio, it adds some bass to your audio. Sounds nice. It's just overall a very nice piece of hardware. I believe it's going to be $199 on T-Mobile. It's going to be their first and current only ice cream sandwich device, I believe. The Samsung Galaxy S2 is getting the ice cream sandwich update. I don't know when that's going to get it on the T-Mobile version. So that's a quick look at the HTC One S on T-Mobile and some of the pros about having Sense 4.0 and the version of ice cream sandwich that HTC has. Thanks for watching.